After Party Mixtape out this summer. It's an insight into me sharing that for the first time with my peoples, and now sharing that part of the journey with you as well. Ow.
This ain't bars, it's art. This ain't music, nah, it's a moment. Grew into more than a rapper, I'm an artist. No colours, I paint with emotion. No pen, just a paintbrush. I master my craft with a fine stroke.
The guitars, like,
yeah,
it comes
just
in.
the sound, it was just like saying that you got to listen to straight away, you know, like get your attention straight away.
Yeah,
You know, yeah. And then just the content of it as well, that whole thing, like, really, there's so many people doing this music thing now and everything, whatever vibe it is, and it's like remembering that art form of it.
All these egos on Twitter, everyone talking gas. Yeah, Twitter was a room, I'd walk in, light up a match. Drop it on the floor, light up the place, and turn around and walk out with a smile on my face.
Produce that.
Yeah, man, that was my beat, yeah. Yeah, Fatal rung me up and he said, I want to do My World's My Word Part 2.
You get that right?
Yeah, why is it wrong? My World, My Words Part 2. He said, so I listened to the Part 1 and he's digging me out.
Where the tape's got its own story, that track on its own, and the first part's got its own life force. I feel like that's something that can continue like as a series.
When it comes to girls and drinks and a wave, no what's up, we double up. Next day I can't remember a thing that I said, or the name of the girl laying in my bed. I swore that I wouldn't do this anymore. Last weekend I went out and did it.
And that tune is like one of them wavy ones.
Yeah, that was the zoners for me, man.
That is properly like, when you first heard that beat, you just write to it straight away?
To me, it just like come like a picture.
Yeah.
Like the beat just made me picture everything. Sunsets on holiday.
Another one, the mirror told me so-and-so's trying to get with her. And what's his name slept with her. Apparently, him over there thinks he's
Looking at yourself, really. I think like at the time, it was about the same sort of time I writ My World, My Words Part 1, really.
First one,
like
yeah?
the first one.
Oh, okay.
And I got the concept, and I kept like referencing like myself as like talking to the mirror in statuses and that. People must have thought I was going mad or something. You know what I mean?
Got myself at a place where the roads cross. Living life so reckless. Trying to find the right direction. Timeless lines are behind this timeline. Everybody's future vibes in my mentions.
The up one's more of, even though it's conscious, it's on more of a party vibe and everything.
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
more like, you know what I mean? We're out here doing this thing.
Yeah.
But it is a mystery, you know what I mean? You don't know where the path's gonna end, you don't know where we're going with it.
Some men are just out here and some men are really out here.
Exactly.
What happens? We used to love each other. Now we don't even hug each other. In front of God, he told me that I was the one.
First verse, you've got my dad talking, like through me. The second verse, you got my mum talking her side of the story and then breaking up through me. And then the third verse is me sort of reflecting on it all, like, it's that the way I look at relationships and women and all them sort of things because of what I saw growing
I
up.
was getting on a mad deep one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember listening to the hook and thinking, when it said, what happened many years ago, that bit, I was like, I just said to her, when did your mum and dad split up? Personal question. And you went, like years ago. And I was like,
Tell me what you want now. Yeah, I just want a bad bitch. Fuck that, I want the baddest bitch in your town. Me and her, we don't talk much, but she's always using her mouth. From up north, she come down south. Open the front door, she go down south. Always posting.
No fakes is going in with them bitch tunes.
It's good how you got the different voices on there as well.
Yeah.
Like when you bring in another sound and then he starts like he's going mad, like the Temptation's getting the better of him. Like,
the veins popping out of his head and that. Like.
Yeah.
Not that the temptation ever gets the better of me. Obviously, I'm a good Christian boy and all that.
She takes her ring off, he tries to ring her up, but tonight she picked me, so she won't pick it up. Seducing me with her body, now I just wanna fuck a good girl.
Flows, like, that's when you listen to it now, like, well, obviously we're stopping and chatting about it, but the tunes kind of flow, it works. You ain't got some next kind of 808 trap beat coming in out the blue just to get a trap. You ain't got an R&B-ish type just to have it on there. Everything kind of flows and makes sense.
Dave summed it up perfectly for me when you'd done this track, and he said, it almost makes you feel sorry for two people that are cheating.
On my own, now the life for the boys out of control. Live my life like a rockstar. I guess the music that we make is the new rock and roll.
Go with the whole Rolling Stones thing because the beat sounds a bit.
Yeah, it was just
live.
a bit. Yeah, it was just like.
It's not like standard hip hop drums, is
and
it?
again, it was a bit different. That's what I like with Reese with this tape. Like he's shown like growth and variety in his beats as well. Like sometimes he'll send me something like that I didn't really expect from him, but he pulled it off so well and it had that sort of live feel to it.
You can imagine like the live drums, even the way he's done that chorus.
Thought, you know what, like as much as a lot of this, I was listening through the sort of what I had of the tape so far, and I thought I need something that sort of takes it up a little bit. That's like Up and like some of the other tracks, but they've still got concepts. This needs to be about just having fun, like being in a hotel room and throwing a teddy out the window and drinking a mini bar and telling fantasies, paying for it. Like, you know what I mean? Now she looking over saying hi back. Truth is tomorrow she'll probably be crying, but she's smiling, so I smile back.
Explain yourself.
He's got a light in his face as well.
That's just that, like for me that was sort of that was like, initially that was going to be the last track on the tape. That was sort of summarising everything, like bright lights and empty bottles when you wake up in the morning.
It's a proper wave tune, man.
Yeah.
Women, the music's why I'm feeling the body, they're all feeling my pain. Let me serenade the kick drum, pour lotion on the snares, massage you on the stairs, lions, tigers and bears, I ain't scared of nothing. And I know you used to slow CDs and Don P, but tonight
Literally the tape was finished.
And you got
that wasn't
beat?
on the tape.
Oh, okay.
And then he resent me that, and I was just like, that I need to fight. That sound needs to go on there. It needs that's the one. So like, then I worked on the concept, writ the tune, come here. Me and Herbs recorded it, and then
You knew that was to wrap it up.
yeah, that was it. That was wrapped. I thought I had the tape done, and then I think it was like the Monday or the Tuesday after. I was on the way to Rough Tempo with Shots, and he was like, we was going through the whole tape. I was like, right, this is the finished tape. And he was like, all right. So that one's at the end, yeah. And he was like, listen to this, and he put the CD in, and he had a verse on it.
That's true, because like what it was, he put that in my Dropbox, right, and I was like, oh, you know what you said, that beat's hard, like, that tune's hard, you know, one of them ones, and I was like, I'm not even gonna ask, I'm just gonna come studio now.
You're like, oh, you know I've done that beat in it.
Yeah, because I just wrote it, so I wrote it quick, innit, because I was inspired by what you did on it, and then I must have come in and said, oh, you know Fate's done that tune the other day, like, pull that up for a minute, like, let me just put a little thing on it, and then obviously me and him drove to Rough Tempo for one thing up there, just put it in. He's like, it must have been like, why are you playing me my tune? Like, just playing this. Yeah. And he's like, oh, you done a verse on it. All right, cool, yeah. And obviously, like, he liked the verse to keep it, so yeah.
You passed, yeah?
What's that?
You passed on the
Passed the
verse,
test. Yeah, you know what I mean. So,
But then I look at it, so like, and it made sense as well. Obviously, it's Kaleidoscope, Shots is the boss and all that, calling the shots, and so like it made sense to have him as the feature on there, man. Like just to sum up the tape and like, you know what he done, he killed the tune as well, man. So obviously he had to stay on there, innit? Like that.
Well, like deleted your other verse anyway.
Lost it.
So that sort of summarises it. For me, that was the two main influences. When you listen through the whole tape, that is it. Music and women. That's what makes me tick. That's what makes me live the life that I'm living, and that's what makes it Kaleidoscope
And
for
what's
me.
in your
So
hand as well.
exactly.
Three things.
And probably other stuff as well.